got Trelaw, Tom Libber, and the Bont, the real big three. They gave up Jackman Craig cause they needed change. And you've got to say his name is the Bont, yeah. I'm talking about the man on the Bulldogs market. I'm asking you to say his name, Bonty. And no message could have been in a killer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at the sky and say his name.
The Bont's back. The Bont is back.
Oh, that is a shocking way to start us off.
I think that kid... Oh, actually, Lou, by the way, that wasn't Jakey singing.
I was just about to say that. Just for our listeners there, that was not me, all right? That was not me. But oh my God, the Bont is back.
He's back, man.
It's just the energy. The energy in the crowd, Marvel Stadium on a Sunday night against St Kilda. It was just buzzing. It was buzzing. It was a good turnout just to see our glorious sunshine in Marcus Bontempelli just making things happen on and off the field. Oh, it was perfect.
It was just great to see him back at his best. It really didn't take him long to be, because we weren't sure how many minutes he'd actually be playing. He only played about just under three quarters.
71% of the game time.
He played about, under 3/4 of the game. And he was everywhere. 30 touches, 2 goals.
20 touches and 2 goals at halftime. Just because, why not?
8 clearances, 12 score involvements. Bro.
Seeing the man bun out and everything. It was just prime Bont.
Like 2018, 2019 Bont, just roaming around.
Roaming, taking charge. Just looking like a mountain of a man out there.
He showed why he is the best player in the league. He really did.
Because Dacos had an elite night and then Bont just comes in. He's like, oh, boys, you take your little love child, AFL. I'll put the lads on my back.
Yep.
Take these boys for a 60-odd point win and just set the tone for the rest of the season.
We were at the game. And just the energy when he touches the ball is orgasmic.
It really was. It was just cream. I loved it. Literally, the first time he kicked it behind on his first kick, for goal. But just the energy, it was in the air for 5 seconds and everyone was just holding their breath. I've never seen anything like it at a Dogs game. You're talking about 80 to 9-year-olds. Yeah. That's a lot of Dogs fans just up there. We don't have much time left. Just watching the Bont do his thing. Prime Bont.
It was great. It was great to see. He really was. He showed why he's the best player in the league, and we look so much better with him. It's not even funny. Our midfields, our young mids have been, they've been carrying the load with him out, and he makes everyone better.
And I was thinking that I'm like, with our young mids, how are they going to perform now that Bont's back?
Yep.
Riley Sanders stepped up. Joel Frazier stepped up. Libber was still just a gun. Ed Richards still a gun. Everyone played their part. Lockie McNeil's doing some good things. The lads, everyone just goes to another level when he's there.
Everyone looks more polished because even just the little touches he gets, he doesn't even have to touch the ball, actually get a disposal.
How crazy is the Bont glaze at the footy?
Oh, bro.
He'll touch the ball, and then another 3 blokes will touch it, end up in a marking forward, and everyone's like, that was just all Bont. It's just look at the way he just manipulates the game.
You need to get a Bont count out, I think, because it's every time he's near it, it's see, that was Bont. That was Bont.
There was a moment Norton took an absolute screamer, and our whole fam on level 3 just look at Bont, man. Yeah. What a kick.
Yep.
What a kick. Norton just sacrificed his life out there, took a screamer, and no one's mentioning him. Yeah. But it's well deserved.
It is.
Because he is the best player in the comp.
He is, and he showed why. And look, we predicted Bont to win the Brownlow before the season started, and we thought maybe we'd change it. But he's back. He would have got the 3.
3 votes.
Could he win the Brownlow?
Would win the Brownlow. I'd give him the Brownlow. He deserves one. This would be the greatest story of all time. Comes back in round 6. Somehow wins the Brownlow. But it sucks because Paddy Cripps hasn't had a good start to the year, but he's probably sitting on 15 votes right now. So
he's probably got best line of 5 games. But the thing about Bont, he was not even playing mid the whole time. He started on the half back, and then they chucked him in mid. They chucked him in the forward line. He was just everywhere. He just picked where he wanted to go, and he did that all in essentially 3 quarters. He was rested most of the 4th quarter because we were annihilating St Kilda.
We were. It was great.
But bittersweet. It was great to see Bont back, but obviously Sam Carr, Dustin Yama, far out. The stadium just lost the energy. You felt every doggy's heart break when you saw.
The rest of the first quarter was just dire. It was so flat. It was the last thing we wanted to see. Sam Kerr just having an elite year.
Yep.
Such a young up and coming player. To go down like that was heartbreaking.
It was, and it was a
fans.
gruesome kind of injury. Like he went down hard, the leg, he just hyperextended it. And we were at the game, so we weren't sure what they were saying on TV. And we were like messaging a few Doggies fans, like, what's going on? And they said that the family have just gone down to the rooms. They were crying, and we're like, far out. So everyone was expecting the worst. And then we wake up on the Monday, and it's an Easter miracle.
That was the best news I've ever heard.
Yeah.
As bad as it is, he's still probably out for most of the year. Hopefully, if we make finals, he comes back. But like, to hear that it wasn't an ACL at this age, what is he, 22?
Yeah.
21, 22?
Yeah, I think he's like 21.
21, 22. To not have an ACL injury there is massive.
So it's a fractured knee, so it's still going to be, they reckon it's long term, so he'll miss most of the season. But it's not an ACL, which is, promising.
Super ideal, which we love to see. The AFL just knew that a duo of Sir Marcus Bontempelli and Sam Kardashian would be way too overpowered.
They did. And they were like, look, we got to nip this in the butt.
100%. They saw it early. They saw the signs and they're like, no, we can't have this. We can't have this at all. This is way too much. Way too much aura on one field.
Yep.
Like, so that, especially with Bont with the man bun. Like, no, that's just next level. We can't be messing with this. We got Doggies fans loud right now.
Yeah.
We can't have this.
No, we can't. We can't.
They did what they had to do. They stepped in.
But it's a shame to see Sam could go down. But hopefully we see him later in the season. But sending our love to Sam Kerr. Should we get into the actual game itself?
Yeah, I think so.
Doggies annihilated the Saints. Annihilated.
It was a rough start. They kicked the first 4 out of 5, I'm pretty sure.
4 of the first 5, and they only ended up with 8 goals for the game.
Yeah, so it was a huge bounce back. The lads just stepped up. Like, our back line, huge. Like, Rory Lobb's just playing just elite football. And he had a big role because when Samka went down, we had to plug him forward in the ruck, down back. Just set the tone huge. And then our man, we've been on him for a while now, Joel Frazier. Highest rated player, not just in the game, but for the entire round.
What are we doing here?
Well, I heard you make a pretty big call before we got in here. What was that?
Joel Frazier will win a Brownlow medal. In his career, he's going to win a Brownlow medal. I'm telling you. I was watching. I'm like, whoa, was that Bont? No. Wait, was that Libba? It's a combination of both.
Put your hands together.
Holy shit!
Oh my days.
He's clean. He's fast. He's big. Mate, don't tackle him. He's just swinging you off.
I know. He's doing the Bont. He literally gets tackled around the hips, little behind the head handball, and straight into the mitts.
His polish around goal, like just, bro, he is looking, and he's played 20 games.
Yep. Didn't even get a NAB Rising Star nom last year.
Yeah, because they didn't.
Shame on you,
player.
AFL.
Oh,
shame on you.
The NAB Rising Star. What is their deal with not giving Doggies? The actual award
where's
or
Lewis
just
Taylor?
a vote?
Where's Lewis Taylor at these days?
Oh, he's got to be running around for someone. He won the NAB Rising Star over Bont.
He's gone. Harrow's man.
Well, Lewis Taylor and Marcus Bontempelli have the same amount of Brownlows. So.
See, that's uncalled for. We don't need that.
No,
we don't need that negativity.
Bont
around the
and Libba, it is literally Joel Frazier.
It is.
He's dominating, and he's literally 20 games into his career. I'm excited. But we had top 7 of the top 9 possession getters. No, top 7 possession getters, 9 of the top 10.
Yep.
That was...
We just dominated all around the ground, and I think it just shows as well. St Kilda look pretty average, don't they? Like, we had moments where we were giving it right to them, and they just shit the bed.
Yep.
Like, there's nothing on offer there. Not much up forward. Like, I know they've got injuries and stuff, but not a whole lot going up forward.
It's Higgins, and that's about it. Really. Oh, they had Owens. Mitch Owens he kicked a few early.
He was good. He looked dangerous early, and then kind of fell apart. Jack Higgins crapped the bed big time, was running into goal.
Yeah.
Just did the unselfish play and just completely stuffed it up.
One thing we have to acknowledge is Libba, his chase down. What a play. Brad Hill, obviously he doesn't have the wheels like he used to, but bro, Libba, he hasn't got no wheels.
I've never seen that man move so fast in my life.
Holy shit.
And it's such tiny steps as well.
Yeah.
He's literally just a little stutter.
As soon as he tackled him, caught him, chased down, holding the ball, the whole crowd just got up and erupted.
Yeah, little message to Brad Hill. I think it's probably time to hang up the boots if Tom Liberatore is chasing you down. I'm not sure about that. And then I think, was it the possession? A couple of possessions later as well. He's running out of the back line, just drops the ball. He just drops the ball. We walk in for a goal.
Brad Hill, career time of death, 9:30 p.m. on a Sunday night. Easter Sunday wasn't too kind for him. Maybe.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
But Riley Sanders, career best game for him. 31 touches. I think he had the most Supercoach points in the game, I think.
Riley Sanders.
Or maybe it was a
No.
Bont.
Bont had 159.
Oh, maybe it was
So-
fantasy.
I think
Maybe it was fantasy.
he could have been second because I had him in my team, got him in my forward line. He just killed it.
Yeah.
He's looking super classy with the ball. He's good around goal.
Yeah,
He's more of a midfielder,
he's
but we've been
dangerous.
plugging him down forward, and
Yep.
he is very good around goal.
Yep.
So it's good signs.
No, it is. Our young mids, we've lost a lot. Obviously, we lost a lot of talent, but these young blokes, Sanders, Fraser, like just that Ed Richards, they're looking great. Ed Richards is just improving week to week.
That man he's a star.
He's that good.
He's a star,
yeah.
and he's so impactful. He when he gets the ball, things happen.
Yep.
He just makes stuff happen.
I mean, Matt Kennedy, he was balling.
Bro, Carlton fans, how would they be feeling right now? One of my mates is a Carlton fan. He is just in the depths of hell right now.
Yeah. Oh, to be
Just
fair, they won
feeling
they won 2 on the trot.
Okay, West Coast and North Melbourne. But like they just imagine seeing Matt Kennedy run around
Yeah.
in a doggy's Guernsey, making things happen. And you're like,
Yep.
we just let him go. And we
Yeah.
didn't just let him go, we subbed him off like a quarter into a final when he what was it? He just had a kid as well. Travelled to Brisbane for that. Like
Not ideal.
Not
ideal. Should we move on to the Cattery v Hock game?
there was other games this week. Yeah, I guess so. What a game.
Yeah, you'd be happy.
Oh, I was buzzing. I was
Yeah.
buzzing. I decided to tame myself a bit and I didn't get as busy on the social
You
media
weren't
this
active
week.
on the socials. I thought you'd
Nah,
be
I
getting
thought-
into the Hock.
I thought, you know what, Hock fans, they're down in the dumps right now. It was a
Yeah.
tough loss. I thought maybe I'll give them a bit of time,
Yep.
wait for the pod to come out, and then I'll get into them. But that just made my weekend. Holy shit.
Little cherry on top for the
It
Easter
was
weekend,
just,
wasn't
It was just quality, just to see them shit the bed again. But at the G,
Yeah.
it wasn't at Adelaide Oval. It was at the G. We got just Baz just cooking them left, right, and centre. Paddy Dangerfield looking like he's 20 years old again, just
Yeah.
setting the tone, just taking
his
charge.
roll off to half forward is
It was elite.
I reckon it's giving him a few more years in his career, honestly.
100%.
Like,
And his kick has improved so much.
yeah.
Like Jeremy Cameron's not having to do too much right now. He's not having to be Superman, and
Yep.
they're still just getting it done. Oh, it makes my day.
Yeah.
Just makes my day. Seeing Hawthorn lose, there's no feeling like it.
I think we put the little bodgy on Jack Ginnivan, though. We said he could be dropped, and maybe they're listening to the Talk and Dribble pod. Maybe they're like, oh, these guys actually know what they're
Sam
talking
Mitchell's
about.
like, that Ben and Jacob Poyser,
Yeah.
they're the big hat guys. You know what? They've got some good insights.
He might be asking us to go for a coffee. He's asking just about everyone.
We could be getting recruited.
Yeah.
Mm.
Could be.
But no is no. I'm a Dogs fan, all right?
How many
off.
weeks is Connor Nash getting? He just fucking annihilated the bloke.
Bro, that was attempted murder right there. That was insane.
I don't think he knew he was even playing footy. He was
Bro, that
just.
was bicep, just a full bicep straight to the face.
Jesus.
Grind Myers just dropped. Poor bloke, like that.
He was subbed
could
off
be out
straight
for a
away,
minute.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Grant Myers.
Literally,
Yeah.
they had I think it was Closey. No. Who I can't remember their sub, but he
Yeah.
was warming up
Yeah.
straight away.
Yeah.
And it was bad. Like he went down, just wasn't moving.
Based on the previous suspensions, we don't really know what it's going to look like. He got concussed, didn't he? Like
Yeah,
he's full
straight
concussed.
away, he was out.
So you'd think, based on that, it's got to be high impact. Obviously off ball. You've got to
Super
think
sloppy.
like 5 plus.
5 to 6.
I-
They're trying to say it was a football act. No one in footy is bringing their arm to head level, straighten up, and just knocking a
That's a
bloke
football
out.
act. Noah Bolters is a football act. Holy
Oh,
shit.
God.
Kinging a bloke for a slice of pizza. Jesus Christ. To be fair, he'll be playing next week and Connor Nash won't be. Fucking hell. Yeah, that was
Did
bad.
not think you were going there.
He did play though. He did play.
Yeah, there's a lot of uproar about that.
Another weird action. Baz punching a bloke, punching Jarman Impey with a football. Never seen that.
I have not seen that. It was quite bizarre.
Yeah.
And then he just embraced it. So it was double birds last week, punching blokes with a footy this week.
Yeah.
He does not give a shit.
No, he doesn't.
Geelong Baz is a different beast.
Yep.
And you know what? I kind of respect it.
That's it.
Kind of respect it. I don't like seeing him in different colours, but he's doing something.
Taking
making it
ass and
work.
kicking names. That's what he's
100%.
doing.
And he's just
Um,
getting into the crowd. They were booing him, and he's
Yeah,
got the footy.
He loves it.
Got the footy in his hands, and he's telling them to call louder, and then kicks in. I think he hit a bloke up on the tits, and I'm like,
You gotta love
that's
it.
pretty impressive.
But Cattery getting an important win. It was a big game. It was interesting to see. Whoever wins this probably establishes themselves as like a top 3, top 4 team.
Yeah, 100%.
Cattery looking good. Winning away
Picked it
from
up.
home at the G. Hock. Few questions about them.
I understand. Well, they couldn't kick to save their life.
No.
I think you and I could go out there and do a better job. I think Sam Kardashian with one leg could do a better job.
Obviously.
100%. Yeah, that was silly. I don't know why I'm
Silly
saying
statement
that.
from you.
But that was tough to watch.
Yeah.
That was really that was rough.
Yeah.
But you know what? Makes my day. I think there's a lot of happy fans out there. I think a lot of people are off the Hock ball right now. And just remember, one day miss finals. Remember who called it first?
Okay.
Talking dribble co-host right here.
Well, should we move on to Pies v Brisbane? Move back to Thursday night footy.
Yeah.
Pies, geez, flag Pies are here. They're looking like one of the best teams in the comp.
Yeah.
Brizzy had a stinker.
Yeah,
but
they did.
Pies.
And it was bound to happen when you're winning games coming back every round. There's going to be a moment where it hits you. They got down a big again at halftime and then Collingwood just stacked it on. Last week I said I was still believing cold Pies, but they are well and truly hot right now.
Yeah.
It is extremely hot Pies.
Yeah.
Burning myself on those Pies. It's quite concerning. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't too high on them, but they're starting to play really good footy, even without Dan Houston.
Fair to say we copped a bit of flack for our Ashcroft v Dacos call.
Yeah.
We
People like to hear what they want to hear, don't they? Got very selective hearing. Just because we say that we would take the Ashcroft boys over the Dacos brothers doesn't mean we think Josh is incompetent at football.
Well, to be fair, you were very vocal about him not being as good. Like, it was very Josh specific.
He won't be.
Like, They came for us. They came for us.
Oh, and fair enough.
And then we posted that literally the day of that game, and then the Ashcroft brothers the Dacos brothers tear it up.
Yeah. And Levi actually did it right. Will shat the bed big time. But I'm standing on it. Like, everyone's like saying, that conversation is well and truly dead by tonight. Yeah. We did say for the future. I don't think one game when one of them's like 18 years old and the other one's like 20.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
No, I think it was more people thinking we underrate Josh.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing. Don't underrate Josh at all. Yeah, he's a gun. He's an absolute gun. I just think Will and Levi are going to be better players than him.
Which is fair enough.
But Nick will be the best.
Yeah. No, I think that's a fair statement. It was just
Collingwood fans.
They came for us.
Oh, and fair enough. Like, if I was a Collingwood fan, I probably would do the same.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know what? We're right.
No, but Pies are looking like probably a top 2 team right now. So, important win over the Lions. Lions get their first loss since the grand final.
Yeah.
So.
Don't have to read too much into it for the old Brizzy. I think everyone knows they're cruising to September, so they'll be fine. They'll be up there again. Prayers up for Sammy Draper. That was heartbreaking to see, wasn't
that was in the Dons v Eagles game.
That was sad to see, wasn't it? Non-contact injuries, those are always a concern. They showed the replay and he literally just took a step and just went down.
Ruptured Achilles. So that's 2 ruckman in 2 weeks. So ruptured Achilles for Draper and ACL for Brian. Yeah. So
could we see Todd Goldstein?
Well, we will
make an appearance. Well, are they definitely going? Are they definitely bringing him in?
Yeah. They'll have to.
That's what we love. Yeah, Todd Goldstein. That's not bad.
Yeah.
How old would he be now?
Like 35 or something. He'd be getting on, but that perfect 3rd string ruck to bring in. Like, I didn't even know I thought he retired, honestly.
Yeah, 100%.
But Don's definitely got out of jail against the Eagles. They were looking. What were they down by? About 4 or 5 goals.
Eagles were just stacking it on.
Yeah.
Hey, it was good to see a bit of fight from them. I think they'd be happy with that. Like, they still got done, which isn't ideal, but Essendon,
they've run through on the trot, but against 3 pretty weak clubs. Yep. Good to see Peter Wright get a bag, but it seems to just be anyone getting a bag against West Coast.
Everyone's just stacking it on against them. That
could determine who wins the Coleman, honestly. Like, whoever has them twice.
I think Carlton's got them twice.
I think Giants
could be in.
Giants. So Hogan kicked 10 on them? Or 9?
No, 9.
9 on them? So I reckon that could just separate the Coleman, honestly.
It really could. It really could. So, do we have West Coast or Richmond twice at all?
Nah. They've just stacked our fixture with just tough teams. Nah, I'm pretty sure we play North twice.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll take that.
We have North twice every year.
Yeah, we'll take that for sure. Jeez, they look bad, don't they?
Yeah.
They have dropped off.
So shit. Their defense has got to be the worst defense. Like, I actually listed their players who are in the back line. Who they got? Combin. So their back line consisted of Charlie Combin. Yeah, but they reckon he should be a forward. Like, they reckon he should actually. He just doesn't. His ball use isn't great.
Yeah, it's like I feel like if he's your one, he's their one good thing about that back line right now.
Well, Aiden Core, look, just.
He could be, no disrespect, but he could be the worst footballer in the league right now.
Worse than Nick Haynes.
Okay, he could be tied worst footballer in the entire league right now.
Yeah.
That was so rough.
Whoever he's on, it's just, you want a bag?
It's free money.
You can have a bag if you want. Griffin
tries.
He tries. Griffin Logue just hasn't been what North hoped.
No.
Luke McDonald, Caleb Daniel. Talk about empty stats, Caleb. Like we rated Caleb and we were shattered that he went to North, but watching him, Oh, where's his disposal gone?
His kick has just declined. And he still thinks that he can make all these kicks. He used to hit up blokes on the tits all the time.
Yep.
And he can't squeeze it through anywhere now. I don't know what's going on.
Talking about empty stats. Harry Sheasel.
I was about to go there. I have been so disappointed with him this season.
He's like top 3 in disposals in the league. And I haven't seen him use the ball once.
I've got him in my super coach. So, like, I mean, I'm watching him every week, trying to
He'd
see
be
him
doing
get the
well
ball.
in Supercoach.
He does all right, nothing special. He doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
It's all just empty stuff. Like, his best week was a couple of weeks ago against Sydney when they played him off the half back. And he had like 20 uncontested possessions.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's literally just getting it, chipping it around.
Yeah.
They need him to step up. Like, him and LDU are 2 blokes that they've kind of invested in long term.
Yep.
They need to be like those guys. And I thought he was close to Nick Dacos at the start of the year. It's not even, not even near it. Not even near it.
I tipped him. I tipped North. I thought, because I saw them at the Melbourne game. I was there and I thought, I like what I see. And since then, it's just been rubbish.
It's been awful. They're just on the decline big time. Yeah, you almost made me change my tip. I'm happy I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But I saw a stat in their last 113 games. They've got 16 wins, 1 draw, and 96 losses.
That's a lot of L's.
What the hell?
That's a lot of soft shin bonus.
That is extremely poor.
Bloody hell.
Just like, when's it going to
And a
come?
lot
When's
of
it
them
going
would
to
just be
change?
beltings. Like, they get belted when they lose.
If you got Josh Bruce kicking 10 on you in a game,
Yeah.
you've got red flags. And that happened. Easter, was that Easter Monday?
That was Easter Monday. They didn't let us play him again after that. They were like, nah, we didn't want a bloodbath on Easter weekend. Kids are eating their eggs. We don't want blood all over the field. Holy shit.
Joshy Bruce just, bring him back.
At least they have their first round pick this year.
Yeah, so they traded away their first round pick.
They traded,
this year.
didn't they?
They did. To the Tigs.
Jeez. North's in trouble. You'd hate to be a shin boner right now.
Hate it. There's nothing going right there.
Melbourne bounced back.
Didn't see that coming.
Pressure on them. No one really saw that coming at all. But Freo they can't win the flag. They just can't.
They might not even make finals. I'm calling it. Right now, I will say it.
Bit of backpedaling from you,
I'm not backpedaling on Hawthorn, but on Freo, I will completely take that on the chin. That is going to be the worst pick that I've ever made in my life. Jeez. Saying that they would finish top of the ladder is the worst decision I've ever made. I didn't realise how bad Longmuir is as a coach.
Oof.
He's probably the worst coach in the league. If I was them, I would fire him right now.
So Brad Hill's retiring and Justin Longmuir doesn't have a job.
100%. And after our track record, they'll probably win like 10 in a row now after saying that. But I'm telling you, that bloke cannot coach. There is nothing exciting about Freo football.
But their whole system changes when they're away from home. They're like the most handball-driven team at home, and then get them away, and they just kick along. They just kick. I don't know what it is. They just can't play away from home, especially in Melbourne. And if you can't play in Victoria, then you can't win.
But it was a very hostile crowd against Melbourne, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's, there's
8,000 fans.
Literally just no one was there.
No one.
I
was like, you can't broadcast this. You can't. It looked so bad.
The VFL was on. It was shocking.
You need mannequins in the crowd just to make it look a bit bigger.
Just the COVID season again.
They're a lockdown in Vic. Dan Andrews is back. Yeah. Definitely need to switch it up.
But they got to get them out of the G.
Yeah.
Melbourne need to get out of the G. How are they playing there? Level 4 is not even open there.
No.
Get someone like who's playing at Marvel right now. Like Dons are a Marvel team, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like probably get them to the G.
They always get a good crowd.
Like, they've got good crowds. They've got a heap of fans. Get them to the G, or maybe the Western Bulldogs. We're pretty cool.
That puts the pressure on the old Scray, on the old 89-year-old fans making the train ride to Jollymont.
We're closer moving to Whitten Oval than the G right now, for sure.
Yeah, you're not wrong. No, we had a good turnout the other night.
Yeah, it was great.
For a Sunday night, like it was a long weekend.
Bont's return definitely helped. That definitely helped, and it was worth it. It was so worth it. But
absolutely.
Yeah, get Melbourne out of the G. That's just disgusting to look at.
Yeah, it is.
Disgusting.
But they got a good win.
Yeah.
5 goals for Cozzy, 24 touches. I reckon it's like Cozzy or bust.
He's going to look good in a Freo Guernsey next year. He's going to look very good in a Freo Guernsey.
Him and Shea Bolden.
Yeah.
It's
going to be brutal. Bad. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm still not bought on Melbourne. I still think they're pretty average, but they've got the talent. So you're going to see time to time them play some good footy because they've got blokes across the board. So you expect them to be all right. But I don't think they'll be anything special this year.
Because we went through it last week. They've got their next 2 games are, I'm pretty sure, Richmond and West Coast. Yeah, because they got Richmond this Thursday night.
Yep.
Stinker of a game. Probably won't watch that. And then West Coast. So they could be 3 on the trot. Melbourne, maybe.
Watch them lose one of them.
Yeah, I reckon.
Richmond are actually fun to watch. I'm not going to lie. Like
Mm.
they're pretty fun. Speaking about that,
Oh, here we go.
who said this on the pod last week? I think
Who said
so
what?
certain-
Who said the top 2 team was Gold Coast?
No, well, I said Gold
that
Coast would
was
win,
you.
but a certain individual said that Richmond would keep it a lot closer than expected, and they're playing at Marvel Stadium. Dimmer hates Marvel
He
Stadium,
does hate playing there.
and the Tigs just had nothing to lose. Who said this? And you hated on me for it.
I didn't hate
You
on you.
called me an idiot.
I questioned your logic around ranking
No.
Gold Coast as a top 2 team, and then you're like, oh, Richmond are going to beat them.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, everyone's got a bogey team. Everyone's got a week where they struggle.
And it was a
And
revenge game for Tigers.
It was.
Coming back at
They
Dimmer.
had nothing to lose, and look what happened. So I
Mm.
think you owe me an apology.
I don't know you.
I would just like our little dribblers out there just to take a moment while Ben
Don't
apologises
know
to me
you
on this
shit.
podcast.
I'm not apologising.
Ready, just 3, 2, 1.
Nope.
3, 2, 1.
Nope.
3, 2, 1.
Not happening.
Come on, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck you.
Ah, fuck.
Anyway, so big test for Suns next 4 games. So
Yeah.
they got Brizzy at the Gabba,
Ow.
Saners at Marvel.
Ow.
We don't like playing there. Geelong at the GMHBA and Giants away, I think.
Wait, so this is Gold Coast schedule.
This is Gold Coast
I
next
think that's
4.
4 hours.
4 hours?
4 hours. Gold Coast, no. St Kilda might be a win. St Kilda are pretty shit.
No, but it's at Marvel, and they don't like,
Yeah.
they don't like
Yeah,
playing.
no,
there.
true.
But yeah, to be fair, Saints
think-
looked terrible against us, so they
Hopefully
shouldn't
they
win
get some
that.
bodies back.
Yeah.
That could be 4 hours. I would love to see it. They're not winning at the Gabba. Brizzy aren't dropping 2 at the Gabba. Not a chance.
Nah, no, not a
Not
chance.
a chance.
Not
And
a
then
chance.
GMHBA at Cardinia, you're not beating
Nah,
Cattery there.
just don't lose there.
No, and then what was the last one?
Giants.
Giants. They're not beating the Giants.
Nah.
That would.
Oh, well, you never know. Suns, Giants, a few question marks around the Giants.
They're just super solid though.
Yeah.
I really like their team. They are. I was looking at their list. They are stacked across the board.
Yeah, well, they scored 34 points on the weekend.
Yeah, well, they didn't have Jesse Hogan. Jesse Hogan makes a big difference.
Still, their forward line stacked.
I don't know about Cadman.
Yeah,
He's not coming
he's
on
still,
right now.
He's still so young, and it's a
Take
big
a
forward
while.
line. It was like Mara in his first few years. You got
Oh, and
Norton,
he's really come on,
and you got
hasn't he?
Bruce. No, but we haven't really addressed the Mara
No.
sitch.
We haven't. It's kind of beating around the bush
I
a bit with
know.
that.
Should we just address it?
It's a sensitive topic,
What
but
are
we should probably address it.
what are we doing with Jamara?
I don't know, but he can't come back. Like everyone's saying now, Darcy's injured. Oh, we need to get Murray back. What kind of sign to our fans and the club does it show that after all what he's done, we just bring him back now?
No, I don't think that'll happen at all.
I know, I
I think
can't see that
we're going to hold strong on it. But
Should.
then it might just motivate him to be like, okay, I've got to lock in, actually start training. Because he's training with the VFL and then occasionally with the AFL, I
Yeah.
think. So it might just be like, okay, I need to lock in.
We'd love to see him back. We'd love to see him because he's a special talent. But I think there's been a lot of bridges burnt there, and I don't know if we'll see him in a Dogs Guernsey again.
No.
But I don't want to see us rush him back
God,
and
no.
just be like, oh, because we've got an injury now, we got to
Yeah.
get him back. What does that show to the lads?
Nah,
The
Bevo
boys are
wouldn't,
putting in the effort.
Bevo wouldn't let that happen. He's a culture setter.
He's a culture
and I
setter.
just don't think we'll see Mara again. Yeah, I don't think
so.
we'll see him in a Doggies Guernsey.
We'll probably see him put on a gold jacket at some point with Geelong or Hawthorn. But
Yeah.
he won't be.
Watch
in a
him go to
Dogs Guernsey.
Geelong, get one of those cash cows, get a 30,000 acres given
And
to
we'll,
him.
we'll get like a pick 4 for him as well. We'll get nothing.
Yeah. Oh,
'Cause
pick
he's
4,
got-
you'd be happy with pick 4.
No, sorry, round 4.
Oh, round
not
4.
pick 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't get much for him. But hey, it's a sensitive topic, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
no one really knows what the go is
Well,
with him.
but the pressure's going to be on from the outside now to thinking because Sam Darcy's injured. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, perfect time to bring Mara back. But
Yeah.
I just don't think that is the timeline. Like, I don't think we're even close to him getting back. He's not
think
training full time with the AFL team.
Got to pick the integrity of the club over wins and losses.
Yeah.
And you see what it's kind of done to Richmond with bringing Bolter back.
Yep.
Doesn't look great. A lot of fans are
It is
unhappy.
a shit look.
A lot of fans are unhappy. And I think Doggies fans won't be too happy if we see Mara back anytime soon.
It's just harder with Mara because no one actually knows what Mara did or what is going on. We just know he's kind of being a bit of a shit bloke.
It's
We
like
we know what Noah Bolter did.
beers on a Friday night when the pubs are playing isn't ideal.
He seems to be posting on the socials a lot.
Very active on the socials.
Yeah.
And he's surrounding himself with mates that post a lot. He's getting exposed big time. Like, he can't go anywhere without being noticed.
It's like, mate, maybe just nip that in the bud. Maybe just don't post it. Do what you want, just don't post it.
Just don't post it. 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm happy we touched on that.
Yeah, I'm happy. And we
We beat around the bush again.
we didn't say much.
Definitely not our conversations at home.
We got to give Tigs, back to the Tigs, we got to give them their props. They got their second win of the year. And we took, both of us took the unders on them for 2.5. So that's not looking great.
It's pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick Lawson's a gun.
Yeah,
I didn't
he's
realise how good he is. He is a stud. No, they've got a lot of good players. Like, I'd be happy if I'm a Richmond fan.
Yep.
Yeah. You're obviously in for a rough couple of years coming up.
Yep.
But at least you're showing signs early. You're showing a lot more than a West Coast.
Yeah.
Probably showing a bit more than North Melbourne right now. Like, you're at different paths. And you both got 2 wins. Actually, no, North have 1 win. Like, I don't know. I'd be happy as a Richmond fan right now. You got the 3 premierships and somehow you're still playing good football.
I know, you're showing way more promise than West Coast.
Like, it's crazy.
Port got a good win. Great win. Swans came for them hard. They were up by about, 5-6 goals?
Yeah.
And Swans were just, Aaron Francis chucked him super sub, kicked 3 in the 4th quarter. So Swans were coming. We were watching it. We were at the Mail Exchange.
Yeah. That was
watching
good.
that. Everyone was getting up and about.
Yeah.
And I tipped Port, so I was like one of 2 people to tip Port in our tipping comp.
I know. Yeah, I took Swans. I just thought in Sydney, both of them are kind of mid right now. Thought Sydney would bounce back a bit, but Port, hats off to them. Maybe they're stringing some good footy together now.
Hey, since that Connor Rosie moved to the half-back.
A few aeroplanes here, and they're kind of back on track.
Kenny knows what he's doing. He does know how to win, Kenny.
He does.
He's rarely missed the top 8. He rarely misses the top 4. He's usually getting a lot of dubs.
He's a good coach. He's a quality coach. They're going to, obviously they're moving on from him with Josh Carr, but he'll be picked up pretty quickly, I think. Like, as soon as he wants a job, he'll get a job because I'd take him.
But Rosie's looking like that perfect replacement off the halfback for Houston. So,
some good things.
Port looking good. Swans just doesn't seem like their year at the moment. They're 2-4. They've had a tough schedule. Like, they've played some tough teams. So you'd think they'll stack up the dubs when they play some weaker teams. But I don't know. They just seem like they're just on the other end of it right now. Very unlucky.
There's just no firepower about them. They had like a bit of a swagger to them last year, and it's just hasn't been like that so far this season.
Chad Warner, he's gone a bit missing.
100%. Probably just too busy in Perth.
Yeah.
He's off. If they have a bad year, he's gone for sure. And it's not looking too good. So no, hats off to Port. Playing some good footy, getting themselves back on track. I like it.
That's basically all the games. Have we touched on every game? I think we have.
I think so.
Should we get into the better Brownlow votes?
Yeah, 100%.
So the top 5 players of the round. It's hard to sneak into this. Very hard to sneak into this. So the 1 vote, we've gone George Hewitt from Carlton Blues. Annihilated North's midfield.
Yeah.
Sure. He's probably been Carlton's best player so far this season, I reckon. So he had 30-odd touches, kicked a goal. He was, dominant.
Yep.
Dominant. 2 votes? Have you got the votes?
No.
2 votes. Peter Wright, 6 goals. Yes, it was against West Coast, but it was 6 goals.
And he had 17 touches and something as well. So he was effective.
And this isn't a midfield award, so we give it to...
That's why it's the better Brownlow.
It's basically the midfield/forward award because we're not giving it back.
I don't think Backman's got it yet.
3 votes. Nick Dacos.
Yeah.
Nick Dacos.
He was pretty good.
38 touches and a goal, best on. Yeah. Josh Dacos could have found himself in the votes. But we went with the younger of the brother, the better brother.
100%.
So Nick Dacos at 3. I think this is the first time Nick has...
Is it? Yeah, I reckon. He hasn't had the best start to the year.
On the better Brownlow.
No, this would be his first time.
4 votes. We were very sensible with this. Marcus Bontempelli. Could have given him the 5.
Could have given him the 5.
But we gave him 4 votes. He's played 1 week and he's already on the 4. What are we doing here?
It was just insane to watch him play football.
Oh,
watching him in person just shows how good he is. You just see all the other things.
I can't believe one guy can just determine my mood so much. Like he's just
the things you say at the footy when he's there.
Oh, the things you say.
It's an out-of-body experience. It's watching him play.
It
really
tame.
is.
That's tame for what you've been saying. Seriously, it's just
been a fun week.
Yeah,
been a fun weekend.
You worry me. And then 5 votes. We've gone Cozzy Pickett. 5 goals and 24 touches. It's pretty hard to pass up on that.
Pretty much wheeled him over to get that win.
And he really did carry the Demons on their back against Freo. They needed their first win. Cozzy delivered. So we gave him the 5. Only had Bont at the 4. So that's the better Brownlow votes.
Yeah, love it. That's a good list right there. Bont already with 4 votes after 1 round.
I think that's 5 blokes who haven't appeared yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all new vote getters.
Peter Wright, surely. No, that's a quality list. I like it.
We need to do a leaderboard soon.
I know. Same with that, and same with our next award as well, with the Elly Kunderwood Award. Need to find a leaderboard for this, but there was a lot of Elly Kunderwood moments this whole week, really, wasn't there?
Yeah,
it was quite bizarre. There was a lot to do. There's a lot of people on Elly Kunderwood watch. They need to be very careful. But there were just 3 that stood out. Wasn't there?
Let's hear them.
So coming with the 1 vote, when you punch a bloke with the ball in hand, you're gonna find yourself on the Elly Kunderwood Award. Bailey Smith, just huge Elly Kunderwood blunder from him. Not sure what he was doing, and the way he embraced it as well, I think made it even more Elly Kunderwood. So He finds himself with the one vote.
That's a valid one.
I understand. It could have been higher, but there's just a few other things that went on. 2 votes. I think if you lose to Richmond, you're going to find yourself on the Elly Kunderwood every week. So Gold Coast find themselves on here. Are they pretenders? We don't know. I was a little high on them. Not so high on them anymore. I did pick that Richmond would keep it close though, so I get a few brownie points there. Yeah. But if you're losing to Richmond, you're going to find yourself on the Elly Kunderwood Award.
Look, if they win again, we might have to stop that because they've got 2 wins. They've got 2 more wins than West Coast.
Yeah. I know. There's just something about them though. Yeah. That's like you shouldn't be losing to these guys.
They're 15th. They're above North, Melbourne, North, Demons, and West Coast.
Love it. And then coming into the 3, just bizarre scenes coming out of Sydney was what did we find out? He's 16 years old? 16-year-old fan throwing something at Elly. A lot of controversy there. Not sure what happened, but not sure what his name is, but you're the winner of Elly Kunderwood for this week. So we'll get in contact. We'll get him his award and, hats off to you. But he's gotten 3 votes this week for the Elly Kunderwood Award. You just can't be throwing stuff.
He looked stunned when I literally approached him and he was like, mate. He did not. He was seeing just like it. He was a deer in headlights.
Right. I felt for him. I'm like, but you shouldn't be throwing stuff. Just don't be doing that.
You can't be doing that. And I think, I don't know if he's been banned. I think he might have been banned now. Probably. And he got given a police caution, like a youth police caution, because he's only 16.
Yeah. If that doesn't have Elly Kunderwood written all over it, then I don't know what does.
We've all thrown things at players out of the field. Anyway, top 4 teams. Top 4 teams. Should we go to the top 4 teams then do our tips?
Yep, I like it.
Top 4 teams. In the league now. So we both do our top 4 teams. Do you want to go first or want me to go first?
You start us off.
At 4, I've got the GWS Giants. So they've been in my top 4 every week, but they've slid down a bit. It was a pretty dire performance against the Crom. Kind of hard to rate them right now. I still rate them above teams like Crom, but no Hogan. Can they score enough? So I got them at 4. Number 3, I got the Cattery. So this is the first time they've actually been in my top 4. Looking good. And they've stacked some good wins over good teams. So beating the Crom, bet Hock.
Yep.
So I got them at 3. Number 2, got the Brizzy Lions. Ooh. So they've dropped down 1. They actually haven't been playing their best footy. I think they're on kind of a little slight hangover. They might need a few Baroccas, but at the end of the day, they're 5-1?
Yeah.
So
they're still cruising.
They're still second on the ladder.
They're just on a different timeline to everyone else now.
Yep. And number 1 team. You said I was crazy for having him in my top 4 last week. Number 1 team in the league is Flag Pies.
Yeah.
Collingwood Magpies. They're looking good. Teams are averaging 66 points against them. And that's considering they got belted week 1. Yeah. So teams can't score on them. And the midfield's looking good. It'll be interesting to see how they shape up, middle of the season when it's cold and all their old bodies are, the soft tissue injuries come. But,
yeah, exactly.
The aged care home is number 1 team in the league.
Hats off to them. They've done very well. Bounced back. I like it. That's a good list.
Thanks.
That's a good list. This list will be better though, because I've got my top 4 teams.
Sorry.
Well, I'm not taking that.
Go for it.
My top 4 teams, practically the same teams. Just switched around a little bit. Okay. All right. So coming in at number 4.
So basically you're saying your list is better, but you've just said it's the same.
Yeah, well, I've changed a position.
Okay, sorry, go.
So it's better. So I've got the Cattery at 4.
Okay.
I think they're a solid squad. They look pretty good. Still a bit of a scrap fest for me.
Yep.
I still think there's a bit of average footy being played too much during their games.
Yep.
But we know they've got the legs. We know they're going to be there. They're probably the best coach side in the league. So they find themselves in my top 4.
Yep.
Coming in at 3, I've got the GWS Giants. Still extremely high on these guys. I know they've lost 2 games. They lost to Hock where the wind was insane. We'd both get blown out of the park if we were standing there. And then they ended up just losing to Crom as well.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm still extremely high on these blokes. I think they're good. Jesse Hogan being out is a big factor for them, so they need him in to be their best squad. But you look at their list and they are just solid across the board.
Across the board,
100%. So I'm extremely high on them. They find themselves at number 3. Number 2, the Brizzy Lions.
Yep.
Same with you. They're in cruise control a bit, but I think there's no red flags. They lost to the Gabba. It is what it is. They're on a whole different path right now. They're like the Boston Celtics. It doesn't matter. Until they get to the finals, it doesn't matter. They're just going to cruise along, be in the top 4.
Playing with house money. When you've won the premiership the year before, it's who cares?
Who cares?
When Dogs had that premiership hangover, we just didn't even care.
You're just you know what? We won a premiership. It doesn't matter.
We've been in the hangover for 10 years, but it doesn't matter. We won it.
I'm not clinging onto it anymore. But that 2016 year was pretty good. And then number 1, I'm with you. Collingwood are the number one side in the comp. Jumped from out of my
Jeez.
top 4 to number 1.
Number one.
That was
just like
impressive. That was impressive. Yeah, they're well and truly hot pies right now.
Yeah.
Well and truly. It scared me. It scared me watching them. They are quite concerning. They did it without Dan Houston. Just making things work.
Make things work.
Yeah, Craig McRae, a hell of a coach. And
Yeah.
it is concerning. We will see how long they can keep it up for. Hopefully no soft tissue injuries do hit them. But solid squad right now. Probably the best team in the comp.
Love it. Love it.
Apart
Love
from
it.
a fully healthy Dogs team, just letting you know. There's like an S tier of
Oh,
teams.
yeah. We haven't actually included the Dogs in this
So
top
we're just
4. but
above
we're-
them all.
That's it.
Just
Notch
edge
above.
across. 100%.
So should we move on to the round 7 tipping?
Yes, sir.
Predict who's going to win these games. Absolute stinker to start us off. Thursday night footy, Melbourne v Richmond. These are actually $1.32 favourites.
I think you got to go Melbourne. I think that's the play there. I don't know. I can't see Richmond winning 2 games in a row.
Can't?
No.
I can. They're getting a dub.
No, I don't
Melbourne
think so.
Melbourne don't actually have the scoring power and like consistently. Cozzie's not going to kick 5 again for a second week in a row. And I actually have more faith in this Richmond squad. They have the inner belief. These young blokes just run around and just smash into blokes.
Hey, I like it.
Melbourne are just, they're two in their heads. It's like, oh, we love each other. Like, you
ELE,
don't.
man. Everyone love everyone.
Everyone's not loving everyone. And
There's
this
no
week, they're
love.
not going to be.
Yeah. No, I think Melbourne get it done.
No.
I think they get their season back on track a little bit.
Adam
And-
Uze's aura alone will get them this 4 points.
See, now I'm kind of off Tiggs. Putting Belter in's kind of turned me off the Tiggs. I'm not
that's
gonna
fair
lie.
enough.
Lost
That's
a bit
fair
of
enough.
lost a bit of belief in him. Lost a bit of trust in him.
Apparently, he's facing court like this week. I think it's today.
It's today. He's facing court
Yeah.
today.
They couldn't wait 1 week.
They couldn't risk it because he might be in prison. We don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Over unders on how many years Bolt is getting.
Over
2.5.
2.5. I'm spamming the
Over-unders.
overs.
Oh, spam in the
Spamming
overs.
He'll still play the rest of the season though.
Oh, AFL will get him out
Yeah.
every week.
Just bring him back on a Friday night and then just get him
Andrew
back in
Dillon, sort your shit
there.
out.
Sort the shit out. AFL on Elly Kunderwood watch, just as a whole.
Big. Yeah.
So just throwing that out there. They got to be extremely careful.
How'd they not appear?
I don't know. I probably could have put him in. I actually kind of forgot about that situation.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
Anyway, so that's Melbourne, Richmond. So wait, so you're going
Yeah,
Melbourne.
going
I'm going Tiggs.
Yep.
Collingwood v Bombers Anzac Day match, one of the biggest games of the year. We love this game.
Yeah,
it is the
it's
best. At the G, Pies $1.20 favourites. So
Yeah. Oh, you're spamming the Pies. I think it'll be a good game though. They usually are. I think it'll be nice and close. Hopefully it comes down to the wire. Just a bit of a scrap fest. But yeah, I think Collingwood will get over the hump. Dan Houston's back this week.
Yep,
Is that
yeah,
right?
he'll be back.
Yeah, give me the Pies.
I think it'll be a close one. Yeah, but I've got flag Pies.
Yeah, love it.
Frio v Crom. So this is the same day. This is the night time.
Yeah.
So Frio $1.86 favourites. It's at Optus.
Optus,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
off
5th
them.
v 9th.
I'm off them. I put my trust in them and they did not put their trust in me. So I'm taking Crom. Crom and my new love child.
The thing is, they're a different team at home.
I know. But then even their game against us, we versed them at Optus. They were abysmal.
Yeah.
They just got over the hump because we couldn't convert. We
Yeah.
would literally smash them all across the ground.
And they cheated.
And that's with our 2 sides. And they cheated.
They cheated.
We did get a lot of free kicks. But I'm smashing Crom. Get the dub.
I'm smashing Crom as well, actually. I just don't rate Freo.
No, there's
Don't rate him.
Nothing to like there.
And Sarong, a little overrated.
Just a little
Overrated. He just handballs it. Does he
Just a
know how to
little
kick
touch.
it? You know you can kick the ball. It's football, not handball.
Jeez, you're all right. I'm fine. Got a bit of Naki Benny today.
Sorry. Just when we did that start bench cut, everyone was getting into us about Sarong. It's like, guys,
what are we doing
what are
here?
you seeing this guy?
Who do we have over him?
Honestly, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Oh, they were getting into us.
Yeah. Oh, it was Butters and Heaney.
Yeah,
You can't tell me you're taking Sarong over those two.
No chance.
Not a chance.
Alrighty, Saners v Brisbane on the Saturday. Brizzy come in at $1.44 favourites at Marvel.
I think Brizzy wiped the floor with them a bit.
Yeah.
Might be close and then just blow them out of the park.
Based on what we saw from Saints against us, it should be a blowout.
So bad.
And Lions coming off their first loss, they're not putting 2 weeks of bad footy
No,
together.
not a chance. Not a chance. Brizzy by many, many, many points.
Good call. Port v North Melbourne. So Port $1.14 favourites.
Is this in Adelaide?
Adelaide Oval.
Give me Port.
Yeah.
Give me Port by a lot of points as well.
Port annihilate bad teams.
Yeah.
Like they just always have. Kenny's always gets his troops up for these
Bloodbath.
shit teams. So
100%.
yeah, I got Port. I reckon they'll win by about 80 plus.
Yeah, I'm on that.
I'm off North.
They've burnt us too many times.
I could have led the round in tipping if I didn't tip North.
Now you listen to Lump.
I'm listening to Lump, bro. Anyway.
Taro! No, it's Lump.
You're Lump?
Yeah, that's me. I'm like down the bottom.
I can't believe it.
Where are you?
I'm like 20. No, where am I?
There's no way.
I'm like 40th
Yeah, I'm
or
Lump.
something. I'm terrible. I'm so bad. No, I'm 28th now. Maybe am I beating Lump? Am I beating Harrow?
I wouldn't know where I am
You're
on that
36th.
scoreboard.
Oh, never mind.
Right, you're above
You only
it now.
pulled a 3 this round.
Yeah, mate, I was shocking.
Well, I was losing to you.
What a bizarre event right there, though. All this time.
We got to do something. If I beat Harrow, I got to do something. I'm not losing to Lump, man. I can't. All right. Giants v Doggies. So 4th v 8th. Giants $1.55 favourites at Manuka Oval.
Woof woof. Woof woof. Bont's back.
Yeah.
The Dogs by 50.
Jeez.
Dogs by 50. Dogs are taking charge.
Dogs by 50.
No, okay. Dogs are going to win. We're going to win, though. I've got trust. I've got a lot of trust. I'm expecting tipping. Everyone will take the Giants. You and me will be on the pubs. We bump up. Dogs are winning.
Yeah, I actually think we are going to win.
Chuck the house on it.
No, dogs are getting up. Bonty, he's going to have 2 best on-ground performances in a row.
He's going to kick 5 on the weekend.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
I reckon Astro Nort, it's his time to shine.
Going to be a very Nike Sam Taylor on the weekend. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be a very frustrating day for him. You're going to see him abusing his players. Going to be seeing him abuse himself.
Yep.
Because Astronaut is going to kick a bag. We got 2 bags coming up.
Jeez.
Bont and Norton.
Bont?
Yep.
Kicking a bag.
Bont going for 35 and 5. Nah.
ridiculous.
Bont will have 30 touches and a couple of goals, though.
All right.
Book it. Book it.
Yeah, I reckon dogs were a fat chance. Suns v Swans on the Sunday at People First Stadium. Gold Coast Suns $1.51 favourites.
Yeah, Suns.
I don't know. I reckon Sydney might bounce back.
No.
Actually, no. Nah, I changed my mind.
No.
Suns play really well at home.
Yep. Nah, Suns. Suns.
Yeah, no, I'll take Suns. Their midfield's going to dominate.
100%.
All right, Carlton v the Cattery at the G, $1.52 favourites for the Cattery. Who we got?
Carlton, Cattery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cattery.
Cattery.
I don't rate Blues.
Easy.
Do not rate them.
They still don't look great.
No. And Hawk v Eagles.
Eagles.
So,
West Coast, I think, are winning this
it's
week.
at Marvel Stadium.
Yeah.
Eagles are sitting at $12.50.
That's
So-
good odds.
That's just making money, really.
Free money. Chuck 100 on.
Hawks
That's
are
just
$1.04.
free coin. Hawk off. So, yeah, no, I'm on the Eagles.
To be fair, when you look at it, Hawks just beat Essendon
Mm-hmm.
and Eagles almost beat Essendon.
Exactly. So Hawks will just beat West Coast.
So there is a world where West Coast get up.
I'm booking it 100%.
All right.
Liam Ryan's going to kick a bag.
No, I'm going Hawks.
Harley Reid's going to just demolish him and then probably go to there next year. Now, give me the wet toast.
Love your work. All right, we would be doing our big hat bets of the week, but there are no markets open
no
at the
markets.
moment. So we will
let down.
post those on the socials, but we'll finish off with a little listener voice recording, the top tipper of the week.
Ooh, all right.
So we got this here.
Hey boys, another great week of tipping. Collingwood won, Bulldogs won. We all like that. We also like Hawks losing. No Jake, you will like that.
That's a thing right
I
there.
also had a question. Who is carrying the podcast the most?
Okay, so we're trying to get separated here.
They're trying to get in between us.
They're trying
I
to
reckon.
get in between us.
I reckon you have the biggest shouts. You
I
have
do
some
have some
crazy
big
shouts.
shouts.
Like I think I'm more of the general opinion.
You keep it tamed.
Yeah, and you just say some outlandish
Well, you
shit.
got to.
And then we start recording and you say even more outlandish
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
So it's you probably have most of the haters,
Yeah, they're coming at me.
but then
For
you,
sure.
you could draw in more people because you're just saying so much shit.
Just chirping. But it's going to match out. I think there's an even balance here.
Sometimes you need it's like we're like the angel and the devil on each shoulder. Shall we wrap that up?
I think so. That's been a great ep.
You beauty.
job.
So this is episode 20. That was episode 26, wasn't it?
26.
Tune into Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Like, follow, subscribe to our socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X,
Yeah, 100%. And then just tune into our NBA app as well. That's dropping because it's playoff edition.
playoff edition.
Big
playoff
week ahead.
time.
100%. We're going double release this week.
Yes.
Is that right? We're thinking. So, yep, NBA and AFL will be dropping Same
On the
time.
same day.
On the same day, which we love. We love. Great time to be a sports fan.
Alrighty, we love it. Talk and dribble.
We out.